So, full disclosure, there's a recording studio making amazing hip hop music next to my studio. So, if you hear some awesome beats, that's the reason why. But I feel like it's kind of helping me become inspired in practice. And if you can keep your slow internal peace going while the external world is kind of bopping around you, then the Qigong is working. So feet are about hip width distance here. This is one of my favorites because it is uh, one of the stretchier Qigong forms that we practice. Great for body workers, or if you work with your hands, or just really for everybody, because we're all so stiff, especially in the upper body, okay? So we're gonna start with our feet about hip width distance. Once again, check in with your posture, get into position. Outside of the feet are parallel, knees are soft, tuck the tailbone under, top of the head lifts up towards the sky, chin drops in towards the neck, and just relax the shoulders down. And breathe. Once again, if you feel like you need a good exhale through the mouth to get your tension out of your muscles, then go ahead. So for this form, we're gonna practice with the legs out wide. So feet are about, one hip width and then a half hip width out to the side. Whatever is comfortable for you. 45-degree angle to the feet. Bringing the arms forward in empty force position 1. Elbows pressed forward once again, keeping our heart open. And you're gonna inhale, lift the palms up to the level of the chest, sink down into horse stance. Now, horse stance looks like you're sitting on a horse. Make sure that your torso is still straight up and that your tailbone is not sticking out. Tuck the tailbone under, okay? So it looks like this from the back. So make sure this is, the tailbone is tucked in, you're not sticking the tailbone out, all right? So now, 45-degree angle, make sure that the toes, the big toes are in the same plane. I always get out of alignment that way, that one foot is in front of the other. So again, start here, inhale, sink down into horse stance, palms come up the midline, up to the chest, and then exhale, pressing forward. Straighten those arms, flex, dorsally flex, or extend the wrist. Fingertips pointing towards each other. Now, open the chest on the inhale, fingertips still point forward, feeling that stretch at the wrist area, and then adjust the wrist as the palms are still dorsally flexed. And then go into your peace finger posture, not V, that's victory. Peace fingers, fingertips, fingers are together, arms move back to stretch the chest area. And then exhale, palms together at the bottom. Bend the elbows and the wrists. And then flip the wrist, zip up the midline, press the palms overhead. Gaze between and through the middle fingers. And then exhale down. Relax the wrist down, float. Gather the chi back to your empty force, position 1. Inhale, sink down into horse stance. Palms come up the midline, up to the chest, and then at the chest level, exhale, press the palms forward. Inhale, moving the arms out to the sides, fingertips still pointing forward. Adjust the wrist, peace fingers behind, open the chest. And then straighten the legs, palms come together at the bottom. Inhale, step up the midline, flexing again dorsally at the wrist. Flip the wrist here, and zip up the midline all the way. Press the palms overhead. Make sure that the shoulders don't come up to your ears. Middle fingers pointing towards each other. Gaze between and through the middle fingers. 1,000 miles there. And then exhale, float. At the level of the shoulders, relax the wrist. Once again, feel into the chi of the earth. Now, once again, inhale. Exhale, palms forward. Inhale, expand. Adjust the wrist, these fingers behind, open the chest. Exhale, straighten the legs, palms together. Inhale, zip up the midline. Gaze up, relax those shoulders down, pressing those shoulder blades down towards your feet. And then exhale, gazes forward. At the level of the shoulders, relax the wrist, float. Feel the chi of the earth. Pressing up against your arms and your palms, gather that chi back to your empty forest position. Do that as many times as you feel your body needs it. Now bring the arms out to the sides. Bring the legs all the way together to close this mini practice that we have for Yi Jing Jing. Once again, hands on the lower dantian, feeling yin. Right hand closer to the body, feeling yang. Left hand closer to the body. And breathe. Eventually, breathing in and out through the nose. And the hands come up. Bringing chi down to your eyebrow center. And then to your heart center. Your practice is now finished. I am so humbled. You may remove your hands